we're looking at the rate when carriers are looking to hire in these ships for between 6 to 12 months. So typically that's more expensive than hiring them in for longer periods of time. But even this, we're seeing this very substantial decrease in the charter rates they're getting. Even just over the past week, you can see it's going from 140,000 to 100,000 for the largest ships. We're showing here the 6,800 TEU, which is a big difference when you're thinking about this is what you're paying on a daily level. And it's the first sign, as you can see on the graph, of this sort of collapse, so to say, of demand for chartering in new tonnage. I think we can add the caveat that there are very few ships available for chartering at the moment. So this isn't based on a huge number of deals, but it does indicate that carriers are more reluctant to get in and commit themselves to new tonnage. If you look back to the first half of 2020, you can see it on a completely different scale, but you can see that fall in charter rates when carriers were looking to blank sailings at the height of that first sort of wave of the pandemic when demand was down. And when they're blanking their sailings, what are they then doing? They're reducing their demand for tonnage and therefore what they're willing to pay on the charter market. And now we're beginning to see that again. We're seeing global demand for container shipping is down by 1.5%, roundabout in the first 7 months of the year. Schedule reliability on a global level is improving, as are the average delays. So that also means that the sort of share of the total container fleet tied up in congestion is falling on top of the falling demand, all of which sort of leads carriers to say, okay, our need for new tonnage is less and therefore we're willing to pay less. I think looking at these numbers, they'll be just like there are many shippers looking at long-term contracts and thinking, why did we sign ourselves up for this rate for so long? There'll be carriers looking at this. Also carriers who did a deal a couple of weeks ago for 3 or 4 years, looking at it and thinking, oh, okay, maybe we're going to be ending up paying 40,000 more than we could have been if we'd waited 2 more weeks to do that deal, and wondering if there's any way out of that contract anytime soon.